Welcome to Really Important Thinking with Dr. Chris Chismoore, hosted by Tom and Griffin.
We are your hosts, Tom and Griffin.
Unfortunately, our illustrious friend, Dr. Chris Chismoore, is away on his important research and unable to host the podcast this week.
But fear not, dear listener, because he has left us in charge, and we are going to try to do a really good job of a podcast.
This week, Dr. Chismoore has asked us to talk about
Producing an heir.
Okay, Tom, the audio is set.
Yep, I'm being blasted by the AC on which my Trader Joe's bubbly water is resting.
I have a Trader Joe's bubbly water that's freshly opened.
And because we both have bubbly waters, that means we've reached quorum.
That's right, gentle listener, we have a quorum.
Which means we can start this episode of Really Important Thinking with Dr. Chris Chismoore, hosted by Tom and Griffin. Again, unfortunately, this week, Dr. Chris Chismoore, the usual host of this podcast, cannot make it. If you're a new listener, he's
sorry to disappoint.
Sorry to disappoint you. If you're tuning in trying to hear some of the groundbreaking research that he was going to drop this week, you're going to have to wait at least one more week.
Yeah, maybe next week.
Though if you talk to a lot of our citizen soldiers who listen to us regularly, they may tell you it might be a few weeks. You know, almost a year into this, we still don't really know. But he's not here this week, so we're trying to do a really good job of the podcast. I do know where he is.
Oh, interesting. Regale us.
He's actually in Washington, D.C.
Our nation's capital.
But he's not doing anything very political.
That's good.
He's actually, he's in Washington, D.C., holed up in the National Archives. He's watching every single basketball game, NCAA basketball game that's taken place this season. Because a lot of people don't know this, but he is the sole scientist and basketball analyst behind Selection Sunday.
He's using the basketball calculator.
Yes, he's using the basketball calculator to find the perfect formula for March Madness.
Wow.
That's about to ensue. He is the architect of March Madness.
He's the madman.
Yes. And a lot of people would ask, why wouldn't you just simply keep up with the NCAA basketball season like a regular person? And the answer to that is, well, he does it all in 1 week to remove emotional bias.
Right. Something that can often that ruins almost every piece of research that I don't like.
Yes.
That
exactly.
If I disagree with it, it's because the researcher was emotionally biased or had an agenda, likely.
Yes, exactly. I agree. They were too close to the research.
And I guess what I also didn't know is that they keep the NCAA, they're keeping every second of footage at the National Archives.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Of course, there has to be a big backup for the nation's I guess, semi-professional basketball league. I don't know what's going on with the NCAA these days.
When people talk about the deep state...
This is what people want us to drill down on.
When people talk about the deep state and misuse of government funding, it has nothing to do with the Epstein files. It has everything to do with taking up server space with NCAA basketball
People
games.
are upset that there's too many of them on there.
Yeah,
some people are upset there's not enough.
Yeah, people are upset that there's either not enough, and then the other side is upset that there's too much, and they don't have any room for the national pictures that need to go on the national hard drive.
Right. And maybe we'll do a whole episode on the national pictures.
I think that would be a wonderful episode. I think it would be illuminating to our citizen soldiers to hear about all the great national pictures.
Yeah, how they came to be and what's in them.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's where he is this week.
Yes. Is there any other housekeeping to get to? If you've seen, I have something. If you have seen Dr. Chris Chismoore out in the world, please let us know. And there's a chance we will let the listeners know on the pod. You can email us at reallyimportantthinking@gmail.com.
That's true. I have one final piece of housekeeping.
Okay, get it in now because the opportunity is closing.
So within the past episode or two, we mentioned Kristen Bell.
That's right.
I'd
say friend of the pod, Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell, because we started the Really Important Thinking Instagram, and Instagram recommends that you follow Kristen Bell repeatedly when you're new to Instagram. And so we were talking a lot about that, and just this past week, Kristen Bell happened to like one of my Instagram reels.
Whoa.
So it made me think of that also friend of the pod, Nietzsche quote, where when you stare into the void...
Sometimes Kristen Bell stares back.
Exactly. Exactly. Which is
Wow.
yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible thinking and important thinking that you've laid upon us. Well, without further ado, I can't wait to get to today's guest.
Me either. We have a very important guest on really important thinking.
I'm forgetting the insanely long name.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Please, Tom, introduce.
Yes. Please welcome to the podcast, Lady Dr. Malcolm Baby. Did I get that right?
Wow. Professionally known as Lady Dr. Baby.
Lady Dr. Baby, you can call me that, or Lady DB.
Lady DB.
Lady DB.
Whatever you guys want.
Is
I'm
it?
easy.
Is
Nice.
Malcolm your first name? Or
Malcolm is my original last name
Okay.
from my father.
Okay.
And then Baby is my husband's name, which I took. And then he's a lord.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm a
Lord-
lady. So
Okay.
he's Lord Baby.
Your birth first name got bumped.
Well, I don't like it. So I don't use it.
Are we allowed to ask? Or is that not cool?
Ask what?
Original first name.
My original first name?
Is this
Your original
my
first
original first name? I prefer not to say.
Okay.
I'm easy, but except for that.
Okay. And do you see yourself as a lady first or a doctor first?
They're inextricably entwined at this point.
Okay.
So I would say always lady doctor.
Lady doctor.
Lady doctor.
The good lady doctor.
They're equal.
Okay.
Not sure about that.
What's wrong with that?
The good lady doctor baby?
The good lady doctor.
I do like that actually.
The good lady Dr. Baby. I would assume in the English countryside, some might call you that. I'm just
Good.
mulling over that in my brain. It's kind of nice it's all really nice sounds you've put together.
Thank
So
you.
now that we've got your name ironed out,
I think we could keep going on
Lady
that.
Doctor, can you tell us a little bit about why you're here today and what you're a doctor in?
Yeah, so, well, the doctor is a bit separate from what I'm going to talk about today.
Okay.
I'm a doctor of ophthalmology.
Oh, okay.
But that, so that's something we could talk about eye health if there's time at the end. But
If we can fit that in, I'd love to get in there.
Well, Chris, yeah, I would love to. We can get to the eye stuff at the end too.
Yeah.
Chris had emailed me that he had originally was planning to interview you. So when he said he had another doctor on, I thought it would be more relevant to that. But I'm glad to hear that that's not.
that's not my primary focus.
Yeah, you're already disrupting the pod.
Wow.
Yeah, I got my MBA in Heir and heiress management.
Oh, wonderful. So,
Heir.
HEIR.
wow.
HEIR.
Yeah.
That causes a lot of confusion.
Do some people say hair?
None
Heiress. I guess they say heiress. Heiress is easy to know.
Heir is harder.
Heir is a little tough.
Yeah. So you are here today to talk about producing an heir. Is that
Producing
correct?
an heir.
Okay.
Yes. I'm all about legacy, which is something I think you guys could probably relate to.
Yes.
yeah.
What do we leave when we're gone?
Yeah. I
Right.
lie awake at night often because I'm like, I know that, kids are going to inherit any money I have and my stuff, but who is going to inherit my work? Who's going to inherit my productivity? And I think that's why it's important for young people today to start thinking about producing an heir early on.
I think about who's going to inherit my thoughts and also who's going to inherit my children. My children are going to inherit my stuff.
Yeah.
And the children are the future, but who's inheriting my children? Think about that.
That's a really good point. So I would encourage you both to create a short list of heirs that you have on the docket.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I think
yeah.
you're going to want to be making a short list because if you cast a wide net, anybody could be an heir.
Right.
And
That's true.
That's not what you want.
And do I have to have this for legal reasons? Do I have to have this, notary signature and a piece of paper?
That's
with,
ideal.
Can I do kind of ranked choice?
Of course, you get to. You choose who you want ultimately to be your heir.
But if for some reason, like my top choice isn't available, already, receiving inheritance from someone else.
Absolutely, yeah. Ranked choice is a really good idea, actually.
Wow.
It's a really good idea.
Thank you.
put you on my short list.
That'd be incredible.
Okay.
Now, so you can choose an heir, but you also mentioned producing an heir.
So produce.
Yeah. I want to double click on that.
Double click on the producing. So
God.
obviously, the earlier you start, the better. So I think what you're talking about is birthing an heir.
Yes.
Okay.
So from the jump, right? Like
Yes.
producing the ideal heir, you're going to want to get in there early, and you're going to want to make sure you've got the right combination growing inside of you.
Oh, okay. The combination of chromosomes and
All sorts of stuff.
Okay,
We're
right.
talking about DNA and RNA.
Careful. I don't know if I trust that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Government's been trying to
DNA
inject some
and
of that.
RNA. Now, why would you want both?
Because you want more than you think you're going to need.
So of
RNA specifically?
So
Yes.
It takes more to make a baby.
That's right.
it takes a lot of RNA. I think that having just made a child who is not necessarily an heir yet, or I didn't think of as an heir.
Yeah.
Or heiress.
I mean, it took a lot more of my wife and I's DNA than I thought.
That's right.
And did
And-
you feel depleted?
I still feel depleted.
Yeah,
And
I can tell.
I think it's going to take maybe a year or two before my RNA gets back up to speed.
Yeah, you're going to need to get it back up. In case your current child isn't the heir you want, you're going to have to produce another.
I was feeling a little bit dizzy this morning. Could that be because my RNA is depleted?
It could be, yeah.
Interesting.
Something I'm interested in, as you said, producing via like sexual intercourse, right?
That's one way.
And what makes an heir different than a child?
Well, you could have 6 children, but you only have one heir.
Oh my God.
Oh, interesting.
So there's a thinking that 6 kids, you have more choice. You know, you have, but choice is sometimes a problem.
Devil's playground.
If a devil's playground, if too much choice yields indecision.
Choice
That's
is
right.
the devil's playground.
Choice is
Right.
the devil's playground. So
I'll tell you, Lady Dr. Baby, we're constantly finding places that the devil plays on this program.
I believe it.
There's a lot of devil's playgrounds we've discovered.
Where else do they play?
Well, the playground itself is like, front and center.
Yeah,
That's the devil's playground.
because seesaw.
Yeah.
Seesaw, which, can launch a child into the atmosphere,
And the wood chips on the ground.
which are also against God.
I'd say the internet.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Reality TV is the devil's playground.
Yeah, we've certainly discussed a couple actually, but I don't remember specifically what they are.
Yeah. But I do agree in that choice is the devil's playground.
Yeah.
You can be paralyzed with choice. And if you have 6 kids choosing one heir, that's difficult.
Exactly.
So go on with that.
And so if you have one child, that's kind of a de facto heir, but is that the best one?
Yeah.
So I would recommend between 3 and 5 options.
Great.
And they don't have to be biological children, by the way.
You keep referencing it. So what are some of
all.
the other ways you can create,
Via
produce
heir?
an heir? Yeah.
So I do a lot of traveling in my work. I do a lot of scouting, recruit.
This is as an
recruitment.
ophthalmologist?
No, as an heir expert.
Right.
So
Sorry.
you're an ophthalmologist. That's what kind of pays some of the bills.
That is our job.
I do it because I like eyes, but I don't. It's not about the money for me.
Because it seems to me that there could be a lot of money in helping people, rich, wealthy families choose heirs.
Right.
So that the ophthalmology is kind of just for the love of the game.
Wait,
Yes.
that's for the love of the game, and the heir work is for the cash?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm working with high net worth individuals
I didn't realize.
who have a massive family fortunes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And so you're traveling.
I'm
you're
traveling.
Saying. Yeah.
Let's say I meet a couple that owns the Butterbean fortune, and they don't have any kids.
Yeah.
Oh, or they don't like their kids.
Mhm.
They'll bring me in, and I'll produce an heir for them.
Oh.
And that could be one of several methods.
One of several methods.
Either-
It's helpful to know the nature of father's fortune in order to decide who will get it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I guess let's do a little role play here.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God.
Okay. If Griffin
Last
and I
time we did that on the podcast, it went so well.
Well, I'm thinking that our expert here might illuminate us because I was going to say Griffin and I will play like Mr. and Mrs. Butterbean.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
so like walk us through how we might choose the best heir. So Griffin, do you have any preference whether you want to be Mr. Butterbean or Mrs. Butterbean?
I'm Mrs. Butterbean.
Okay, I'm going to be Mr. Butterbean.
Mr. Butterbean. And so
Okay.
you want me to play me?
Yes,
How
we're coming to you.
Just simply be yourself.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today, Mr. and Mrs. Butterbean.
No problem.
Thank you for meeting us in this chocolate shop.
Yeah, thank you.
It smells so good in here.
Yeah, the bean factory is just a little too crazy this time of year. It's peak bean season.
Yeah, it's peak
March, the March Madness. People think they're talking about basketball. They're talking about bean production in our world.
Well, that
Sidebar, I just got giddy with the prospect of improvisation.
Okay,
Back into the scene.
Sorry, my wife likes to break the fourth wall a bit.
well, this is actually a good segue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Actually, a really good
Immediately
segue.
segueing out.
I'm still in the scene.
Oh, okay,
You're
okay,
still-
good.
no, you're still Mrs. Butterbean. Mr. Butterbean.
Okay, good,
So
good.
I, as a bit of a Butterbean layman, don't necessarily know what goes into Butterbean production. Could you guys tell me?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's heavy dairy.
Heavy cream.
Obviously, a lot of
like butter.
Yeah, a lot of butter, but a lot of people think cow's butter, and it's actually a combination. What makes the richest butter beans is yak butter. So it's what drives what makes our butter beans perhaps some of the premier butter beans is that we use such high caloric, dense yak butter
And
from the Himalayas.
And Charles,
or
may
the
I butt in?
Himalayas, as we like to say. Go ahead.
Charles, my husband.
Yes.
And one of the secret ingredients is just it's dairy, it's beans, and it's just a little bit of mRNA.
mRNA. I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
That's a good segue.
Really fumbled that. Good. Thank God there's a segue to save me from that fumble.
So it sounds like you're going to want an heir who is strong, dealing with livestock like yak.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want one that can digest dairy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to want a boy.
Okay.
Right.
Does
Now,
that sound right?
Yes, that's correct.
That's what we don't have currently.
I know you know this already, but it should be stated that we do not have any children because Mrs. Butterbean is barren and my cummer don't work.
I have dealt with a lot of couples where one of the cummers doesn't work and the wife is barren.
He just doesn't produce any goop.
Yeah. Well, you put your goop into your butter beans, and I get that.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
where the goop goes.
That is where the goop goes.
mRNA.
So now that that's established, what are our options for choosing an heir? We have a lot of interesting people in our lives, but
That's starting close to home is always a good option.
Okay.
I'd say look around if there's like a farm hand that you like, who you feel you could instill good morals.
Oh, there's a
into.
farm boy I like.
sorry,
the way you just
Well-
looked at me.
my wife, I assume you encounter this a lot with high net worth individuals, is where the elder husband, obviously married someone who
I'm
is
but 19.
far, Jesus, far. I mean,
Mr.
she's
Butterbean.
intellectually very stimulating to me. You know,
Okay.
she
What do
keeps
you
me
guys-
young.
What do you guys talk about?
We talk,
Harvard?
We talk about Harvard.
Okay.
But yeah, I let her. I give her a long leash because she, even though she's barren, she's still very dear to me in producing an heir. So she does have a farmhand that she likes. Would you like to?
Yes, there's a farm boy down the road who I see just past the fence. His name's Galileo. He's just named after that guy.
yeah, I didn't think he was
Okay, just making sure.
Galileo.
Sometimes people get confused. Do you want? That's the end of the thought.
Well, if you seem to be pro Galileo, you seem to be pro Galileo. It seems like you might have an heir in your backyard.
Interesting. Now, why should we just choose? I mean, this is literally the first person we named, and you're advising us to choose him as the
And
heir.
it's just a farm boy I really
didn't say
like.
You have to, but
Okay.
often the first name we think of is the right name. That's what they
Oh,
say.
first choice, best choice.
First. So I didn't want to bring this up, but in ophthalmology,
Segue.
when you look at the eye,
Mm-hmm.
the first color you think of is usually what the color of the eye is.
Right.
Blue. Blue.
Mhm.
Is that right?
That's right for me. I think
yeah.
sometimes people, say a little bit green,
Maybe
depending
hazel.
on.
Do you get hazel? What's
No,
hazel?
I never get hazel.
Is hazel like
Hazel's
brown?
brown.
Oh, never
Hazel's
mind.
brownish blue.
Yeah.
Brown.
Sorry, my
That's right.
wife went to Harvard, but she doesn't quite know her colors.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah.
They didn't cover that at Harvard, but yeah. So that's incredibly interesting that the first name we often think of is the best.
The right name.
Is the right
that
name.
That being said, I do offer more of like a platinum package where I can travel abroad. And if you're wanting a Spaniard or somebody from Oregon, I can do that.
My God.
I can come up with a list of names who
A short list
would be a short list, exactly.
Spanish farm boys or
Galileo's but a
boys.
mere local. I hadn't
he's a
even
mere local.
considered a foreign heir.
Yeah.
Which I do like the sound of that, especially since we get so much butter from the Himalayas. It might be nice. I think if you're open to it, if I could upgrade the package,
absolutely,
I might enjoy sending you to the Himalayas.
I would be happy to go, and it includes 1 free eye exam.
What's the Himalayas?
Oh, she is stupid.
yeah.
I've never heard this word in my life.
I laid that out at the very beginning
Himalayas.
before we even
Were you
started
paying
this.
I'm paying.
Attention.
I'm subscribing.
You're
The Himalayas.
Yeah, Himalayas.
Yeah.
It's what a lot of lay people call the Himalayas, but
Yeah, that I've heard of.
Educated,
What the
educated
hell?
men like myself, Mr. Butterbean, know they're called the Himalayas
Sorry,
because I
honey.
travel there so much.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were called that. And I don't know if many lay listeners would have known that.
Interesting. So, why would you want?
Oh,
like,
I forgot to tell you.
Yeah,
You could also recruit from the academy,
Oh, the Naval Academy.
the academy. What?
the
what?
Air Academy.
Oh,
Okay. Well, now I'm
I run a school as well.
Oh,
bearing the lead a bit,
Excellent.
Doctor,
I
Lady
forgot.
Doctor Baby.
Okay. Wow.
I forgot. I run a school as well.
All right.
Kind of
So
wish we had known that before we knew the eye doctor thing.
both me as one of the co-hosts of the podcast, but still staying true to my character of Butterbean, I think both sides of me are interested in this academy.
Yeah.
Before I shell out the premium package,
Buku bucks.
buku bucks for the
Who's
package.
speaking to me right now? Is this Mr. Butterbean?
Well,
or...
and you'll never know for the rest of the.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Record.
yeah.
I deal with
I
all
will.
sorts of people.
I will call the scene when it naturally ends.
Right, so the scene. Okay, right.
The scene's still going.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I'm interested in this academy. Why? Why should I choose
There's
it?
the upper school. There's the lower school.
Okay.
The upper school is kids that are being groomed by their parents to become the heir. And then the
Oh.
lower school is orphans that we mold to be potential heirs as well.
Oh.
Wow. Orphans, of course. Our last great hope.
Doralea, what about the orphans? What about, I hadn't even considered choosing an orphan
Yes,
as an heir
Charles.
to our Butterbean fortune.
Charles, I wish I had thought of that eons ago. We might not have had to even have this big meeting. Orphans are such an obvious choice.
Yeah, tell me about
But
the
some
lower.
of the orphans are crazy. So you have to it's a bit of a bet. You don't, I mean,
Uh-oh.
the academy is there to get them in shape.
But you can never tell. They're
But
an
there's-
orphan.
Sometimes the orphans fall through the cracks.
Things come out about orphans later in life.
Wait, the cracks?
Oh, wait, what?
Yes.
There are cracks in the building?
Academy is located on a tectonic plate that has been active lately.
Okay.
Let's just say active.
Let's just say it's this one, though. It's not that one.
It's, it's rubbing that
okay.
over under is
Yeah.
with our
Yeah.
It's the
Friend is
rubbing
saying.
kind and not the shearing
Not
kind.
which
Yeah.
is the worst kind, as
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah, we covered that at Harvard.
And so the orphans can fall through the cracks of the tectonic plates.
Yep.
Okay, got that figured out.
Okay, but if we go with the orphans, what are some of the perks, I guess, of choosing an orphan over a groomed
Child,
aristocrat?
Say it.
a groomed
aristocrat
in the
boy.
correct way. A groomed in the correct way.
So the orphans are going to be more desperate. They're going to be more willing to
Mm-hmm.
try harder, but we don't know where they came from. So they might be crazy.
No, you don't.
There's no progeny. Is that the right word? Providence.
And now you seem to take a little bit of joy in this
Just
wild
'cause
card.
They're crazy, but they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're so funny, the crazy ones.
So
Oh,
yeah, so if I'm Mr. Butterbean, I'm really gunning hard towards the orphan school right now.
I gotta say, it
for
sounds
heir.
fun. The wild card, the roll of the dice sounds incredible.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Versus because we don't have somebody to. We don't have a child to. Oh, you're saying that these are available children in the upper school.
If you were, I'm so sorry to say it, able to have a child,
Then-
you could send your child to the academy to get sort of in shape for when the inheritance
So it sounds
comes.
like the only thing available to us is the orphan option.
Yes. Or like I said, a friend of the Galileo.
Oh,
but,
right.
But should you go academy route, I would say.
Well, and I'm thinking that an orphan might be good not only for the optics,
Right.
at first.
A lot of cachet.
It brings in, it's almost like a philanthropic endeavor. But then if it's a particularly crazy one, that's a lot of publicity for the Butterbean factory if we have a mad heir.
Lunatic, a raving lunatic.
Yeah, exactly.
The raving lunatic heir to the Butterbean fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like Dr. Malcolm Baby kind of takes a delight in the more twisted, and she really picks the right kind of sicko.
Yeah. Well, legacy you have to remember. If nobody remembers, the legacy is gone. And of course you're going to remember a raving lunatic, and you're not going to remember just some guy.
Some quiet milquetoast boy.
Exactly.
Some raving psychopath.
Well, I think
I think orphan all the way.
yeah, I think
puts us in good with
you've
the-
helped us make a decision as Mr. and Mrs. Butterbean.
Amazing. And you can read about that in my book, How I Did That.
Is that the
Your
book called
is-
How I Did That?
No.
Oh,
But
What is your book
about it.
called?
it was an
It's
odd. That was an.
called,
Never mind.
The Heir
Oh,
in There.
Okay, that's not a bad title.
Not a
can
bad
I
title.
ask what's the cover art?
It's a little confusing. It is a picture of regular air.
It's a picture of
It's a picture of regular air.
regular
Of
air.
regular air.
That's the whole
That's the cover.
book jacket.
Yeah. So
It's
that
a picture of
the regular
Okay.
air.
Yep. Got it.
by Dr. Malcolm, by Lady Dr. Malcolm Baby.
Lady Dr. Malcolm Baby. So you
confused for a
wrote
moment.
this.
You forgot.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and call scene so
Oh,
that
wow.
I can drop the Mr. Butterbean.
You were doing a slight character
Mrs.
that whole
Butterbean.
time.
I was
could hear it on
doing
your
a slight,
voice.
yeah, you could hear
The accent.
The lilt.
the
in your
lilt.
voice.
Yes,
Lilt.
but I, as co-host, am more curious about this book, The
Okay.
Heir in There.
Co-guest host, Tom. Don't let it get to your head.
Huh?
Co-guest host, Tom. Don't let it
Co-guest
get
host.
to your host. Head.
Sorry. The Heir in There.
Yeah.
What are some of the key takeaways that might intrigue our citizen soldiers to go out and buy the book after listening to the podcast?
Well, I would say if you've ever wanted to be an heir, you should buy the
Desperately.
book. Have you guys ever wanted to inherit a massive fortune?
I'd say almost every day. I think
Absolutely.
about
So this is great for people that don't have access to that normally.
that. Right.
Oh.
Their parents are teachers or whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's something I had never even considered is not only choosing an heir, but also possibly becoming an heir later
yeah.
in life.
There's two sides of this thing.
Because it's the heir in there.
Oh.
The heir in there.
Oh.
The heir in there.
Right.
Oh, and
That's
there
exactly.
being...
Could it also be the
there.
air in your loins?
The
The
heir
the
in
project,
your loins.
you know, the production of the
so
air.
that's the other part of the book.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
how
yeah.
to, which we spoke about, how to produce the
Yes,
air.
yes.
But I have a feeling a lot of your citizen soldiers, as they're called.
Kind of hard to say.
A lot of your citizen soldiers are going to be the ones that are going to be wanting to become an heir.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
What I
think
would
so.
assume.
Yeah.
I don't-
would assume so.
I think our citizen soldiers, a lot of them have optimized minds, but my guess is that a lot of people listening to this are trying to figure out how to build their empires of wealth,
Yes.
and a lot of the guests we bring on have already built their empires and sort of passing that down. And I think you're the first person we've had on that said there is an heir inside of every single one of us.
Exactly.
You just have to access it.
So I'm curious about some pathways towards that. If I don't currently feel, because also I do think probably a part of this holy shit is you might not always know if you're an heir or heiress or not. You might not find out until some random date, and then
that is a gamble that a lot it's very rarely does that gamble pay off. That you're going to be like, I'm going to become an heir out of thin air.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold on, wait. What is the gamble there?
That you'll be like, oh, I'll just live my life, and then when I'm about 28, when I need my new car, my uncle's going to die and give me the heir to the air conditioning.
You're saying
Yeah.
don't bet on just living your life.
Don't bet on your life.
Because
Make
that's a
airship
common
happen.
trope in a lot of our favorite stories is you
But
grow
that's
up
a
thinking
story.
you're normal.
That's a story.
You aren't anything special, and then you discover that you are an heir
Exactly.
to a fortune
Right.
or a cool car.
Right.
And how many people do you know that have actually lived that?
I have met one person actually ever.
In Los Angeles, I
think
think
of.
I know a few more.
Oh, sure. They might not be telling you about it.
No, they might not be telling you about it, but the way they live their lives.
They might curiously do Twitch streaming for almost no viewers for a long time. Or constantly be available on Tuesday afternoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Do you work a lot in Los Angeles?
I hate this town for the exact
Well, it's good because
reason
we're in
you
Tupelo,
just-
Mississippi.
Yeah, we're technically in Tupelo, Mississippi at a studio
And I
called
love
Detweiler
this
Sound.
town.
But
I love
Oh.
Mississippi. I hate Los Angeles.
Right.
Sorry, we
like
Forgot about that part of the.
yeah, that's okay. But it's understandable. So yeah. Sorry. So let's go back into the book. Like becoming, what are some of the things that someone can do to access
best
the heir?
ways.
Yeah.
I think befriend. Befriend. Befriend.
I never think of friends as being possible heirs or whatever the reverse of an heir is, an heir giver.
And bestower is what we call
bestower.
them.
Oh.
Bestower.
Wow, I'm so glad you're here to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
to us.
Befriend will lead to bestow.
Okay.
If
Befriend.
you read my book and follow the steps, befriend will lead to bestow.
Right. The steps. Okay, so one is
Something
befriend.
that I've found luck with is if I'm in a neighborhood with one really big house,
Right, sure.
I will look up who owns the house.
Zillow.
Yeah, Zillow, Redfin, whatever. You can find out who owns the house, find out where they go, befriend them. Next thing you know,
You're in that house.
you're in that house.
You're in the
You're
house.
living in that house.
Lady Dr. Baby, how many times over are you an heiress?
I cannot say the number, but let's
Because
just
it's like
say
a weird one?
it's a bit hard to remember because it's a weird one.
Okay. It's just such a weird number.
Like 17 is in it, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I know exactly what number you're
what that
talking
is.
about
Yeah,
now.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 17 isn't in it, but it
No, it is in it, but it's not
in it, but
17.
it's not
but it's 17.
I think that was a hit song in 1953.
17 is in it, but it's not
not
17.
17 is in it, but it's not 17. Da-da-da-do.
So now here's something that just told me something about you. Is that I think you could be going to the music halls with some older people listening to old music, and you could be befriending them.
Oh,
That's actually so wise.
Because you've got natural rhythm, you've got a natural ear,
I just displayed both of those
you've got
things.
perfect pitch from what I just heard.
And you remember songs from the 1950s,
1950s,
which
when
is
those
Oh, wow.
people
kind
are old as shit now. Those
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
yeah. You heard it from Lady Dr. Malcolm Baby herself.
Those people are old as shit. That's got me curious about where I could go. There's sort of, I feel like there's like an Italian supper club I've heard about. I can't remember, the Garibaldi Society.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Oh.
called. That's probably filled with rich old Italian guys who would just love to listen to music and talk to me.
That's your way in.
Wow. Okay. That's a great one. But friendship.
So looking at houses is one way.
Is one way.
What's
Low
another way?
level stalking.
Another good way is what's your favorite product?
1, 2, 3.
Randleman
Chocolate.
sauces.
Oh, fuck.
Randleman sauces is a great example. So
Okay.
I've actually done some work with them.
Oh.
Really?
I've done some work with them to find the Randall's heir. I've been
The
doing
Randleman's heir.
Randleman's heir, excuse me.
Sorry. You choked on your words for a
No,
second.
that's fine. Well, Randall, the family, the Randalls, and then
Randleman.
Randall men's. Yeah.
And because I call the guy
Yeah.
Randall.
Randall
Randleman.
Randleman. Yeah.
So that's interesting that you brought that up. So you could, I'm not saying you should because we already have some candidates for Randleman's, but if you have a favorite product, you could get in the mix and try to to the top.
Oh, so you're saying if you have a product that you use, but how would you even go about? You just write the CEO?
I think right in.
You start in the
Well,
mailroom.
Tom, we have a...
So I
Start in
find
the I was
start
gonna
in the mailroom.
say, we have a way in, but I think the more honest way is to start at the mailroom.
the
Yeah.
mailroom. Yeah.
I mean,
have a
you
way
guys,
into our-
you do have a shortcut to Randleman's, but again, we have kind of our top guys for that one picked out.
Right.
damn.
Oh, damn.
But
Who are they? What are they like?
one of them is skis.
Oh, God. Okay.
One
I
of them
love
is
skiing.
short,
We're neither of those.
and one of them, I hate the third one. I don't even want to talk about him
Why is he a candidate then? If you
Give it the
hate,
ick.
because hatred is the strongest emotion, and if a man can make you feel the strongest emotion, he's a good man.
oh my God.
I think Bad Bunny said that at the Super Bowl.
I think that's such a really important thought because so many heirs are hated by the bestowers.
Yes.
So you're saying that like the stronger the emotion in that sense, almost the better heir. So sometimes it's not even someone that you love so much, or that almost the opposite of a friend.
Yeah, you want
an enemy.
somebody that inspires great feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Somebody who inspires great feeling, an heir.
Yes,
Wow, I like that.
that's in my book as well.
That's
Oh,
wonderful. So Randleman's, I'm a bit disappointed because, a lot of people ask me if I could live my life again, not become a professional podcast host, what would I do? I say I would start in the mailroom at Randleman Sauces.
I'd live it as a Randleman.
Put me in the mailroom.
Yeah.
I'm not even worthy to touch the sauce yet until I've proven, my worth. Just sorting letters.
I'm going to be honest with you. When I hear that, I don't think that you're heir potential.
That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna have to accept that. There's more people. There's more bestowers in the world than just Randall Randleman.
How if someone is in my situation where like that is my favorite product, but I'm clearly not in the running.
Yeah.
So how would I find what I'm an heir to?
Okay, this is a hard pill to swallow, but not everybody is an heir.
That was a very millennial thought of yours,
Yeah.
Tom.
We can't all be giving out
We can't all be.
participation trophies
Yeah.
for being an heir.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm
Some of us
sorry.
got it. Some of us don't.
I mean, you've got your music going, your musical talent.
La da 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 da.
You got to get to that music hall and talk to those old people.
I'm trying to. Maybe the symphony's maybe a good place to start.
The symphony is a great place to start, and I'm seeing you looking kind of sad because
Yeah,
what
I
I said.
am sad.
But here's what I'll say to you: is that another way to become heir adjacent is to undermine somebody you know will be an heir one day.
You're advocating backstabbing.
I think I didn't say the word backstabbing, but I implied it.
Yeah, and then I said it.
That's right. So you see how I undermined him.
Oh shit! I'm quite
Yes.
susceptible to this.
You can do that.
Whoa.
I sense that in you.
You think I'm, I'm an underminer.
Yes.
I'm a kind of evil little guy. I got a worm. I'm a weasel.
Yeah.
Weaseling your way into a
Weasel.
fortune is a
Weasel.
wonderful.
Wow.
There's the
way.
weasel, and then there's the wolf.
And the wolf howls.
And the wolf to the tune of old Italian songs.
Is this
sure.
in your book too?
Yes.
Wow, there's
wow.
a lot in here. The
Well,
weasel
it's
and the
like
wolf.
500 pages.
It's a 500
Yeah,
page
Tom,
book.
books are more than just a couple ideas.
Okay.
The weasel and the wolf
Okay.
paradigm.
And how lucky are we that we both have a weasel and a wolf
Yeah, we could be neither.
co-hosting the same.
Yeah, you could be fish.
Oh, that's the
Fish are the ones that we eat.
right.
Okay, yeah. Whether we're a weasel or a wolf, we
You're
both eat
eating
fish.
That's what
And that's
they
how you know we can get along.
yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of any other interesting ways to become an heir. I mean, I know you're chock full of these ideas.
Yeah, another way you can become an heir is lie. You go.
I'm your son.
That's it.
Oh.
Oh
son.
my God! It's so obvious.
Yeah,
It's staring us
so
in the
obvious
face.
that people don't think to do
The
it.
imposter. I feel like that is also something I've seen in a lot of famous stories is an heir shows up or there's a decrepit, take Mr. Butterbean, say Mr. Butterbean caught a bit of dementia. Sadly,
in the air. It was on the air.
Caught it.
Probably through a little
He
bit
caught
of
it in the
airborne,
Himalayas
a little
where-
bit of airborne mRNA.
mRNA.
Yeah,
that kind of-
mRNA. That's where it
affecting us.
originates. And he, started, going a little bit, and everyone realized that his mind is going. So, a prodigal son shows up or daughter.
A stranger comes ashore.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, another beautiful phrase. Is that from something?
That's chapter 11 of my book.
A stranger comes ashore.
Stranger comes ashore.
Did you know, by the way, sidebar, prodigal son means wasteful.
Huh.
Not was gone and came back.
Interesting.
That's a facet of the story, but mostly that son left, did a gap year, fucked around, spent all of his money, then came home and said, Dad, oops, I need more. And
That's-
Dad was like, you're good.
That's incredibly interesting. I never knew that.
An incredible way to be an heir, I think. Maximizing your heirship.
That's also an incredible little tidbit that our citizen soldiers can lord over people when they realize that they're using prodigal son incorrectly.
That's right.
Well, actually, prodigal son means wasteful. It doesn't mean left and come back.
Yes,
he
yes.
left and come back, but he's not the prodigal son because he's not wasteful.
If you join our Patreon, you'll find out more morsels you can lord over people. That and stuff like, actually, various other is redundant. You can say, you'll learn how to say that to people.
Mm-hmm.
Irregardless is not a word. These are all for a mere 50 cents a month. You can learn more. That and more.
Champing at the bit.
Right, you're champing at it, not chomping.
Champing at the bit.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's
If you're
chapter
chomping at the
6.
bit, you're welcome to the farm. You're a horse.
Welcome to the farm. You're a horse.
Wait, hold on. That's chapter 6 of your book,
Champing at the bit.
of the inheritance book.
Yeah, that's basically people that champ at the bit are going for the inheritance a little too hard, and it's about reining it in.
Oh, also another horse.
So it
sort of
sounds like
situation.
is the chapter. It says champing at the bit, and then you turn the page, and then it says "Welcome to the barn. You're a horse."
If you
Don't
said,
do that.
If you said if it's chomping at the bit, that's welcome to the barn. You're a horse.
That's the subtitle of the chapter.
So the chapter is called champing at the bit, rein it in,
Okay.
and then turn the page chomping at the bit. You're going to the barn. You're the horse.
Welcome to the barn. You're a horse.
That's right.
The barn.
Farm.
you're
Welcome
a
to the barn.
horse.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to the barn. You're a horse.
That's a separate
barn.
page. That's just the first
You're a
page of the
horse.
chapter.
That's the second page of the chapter.
Okay, and then
The first
hold on. So then the first page has the title. Then there's a little bit of content. Then you turn the page. Then there's a full break from the content, and
a
it says
drawing.
and there's a drawing.
Yeah, there's a
On the
drawing.
first page.
Second page.
Okay, sorry. We really got to nail this down. On the second page
is a drawing of a horse.
A drawing of a horse with that.
And you're in the barn.
Okay, and then you turn the page again, and then are
And
you
there's
back?
just back to book.
Back to the
back to the book.
Okay, that's what
kinda
I wanted to figure out.
You know how in every book, when you like get to the middle, they'll be like, "Here are the pictures of the stuff we're talking about," and the rest of it's like that, but for
You got to
becoming
flip
an heir.
around to it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I do have a big photo spread in the middle of my book.
There's also a
Yeah, because it's a lot of examples of heirs that people with their fortunes.
it's
Oh,
all for the
damn.
It's motivational.
Yeah.
You can tear them out, put on your wall.
Do you have any heirs off the top of your mind that you're like,
Dome.
this is a great heir that I like?
Jamie Buttons was a really good heir.
Okay.
of what?
Buttons.
Oh, right. Yeah. Guess I could have guessed that.
It was
Should've
kind
known.
of like destined to
Yeah.
be so.
Jamie was born with a lot of hair,
Uh-huh.
A hairy baby.
a very hairy baby, and had to overcome that.
And that plays into the becoming an heir, or that's just sort of a personal struggle.
Well, when you undergo struggle at a young age,
yeah.
you go strong.
Yeah, the heir was
that-
too much hair. Joey
That is
Joey
so
Buttons.
good.
Joey Buttons, yeah.
That is.
Oh, you're
so
thinking
good.
about maybe adding that to the next edition?
maybe the next book.
Kind of the most famous, yeah. It's kind of like, the heir with too much hair. The
First thought, first name, best name.
first name,
Yes.
best name.
That sounds like a pretty good children's book. The heir with too much hair.
Right.
Would you guys want to go in on that?
Like,
It's okay.
read it
You know,
together? Write
I
it
think
together?
with the
Sure.
amount of it seems like
I'd
everybody's
invest.
writing a children's book today, so I'll say sure.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
in.
go in on
Okay.
it.
Can you
Wow.
guys- can you guys draw?
I cannot.
I can draw from that bank account
Jesus.
as an heir,
Yeah.
potential heir.
Um,
No, I can't draw. Is there more questions about this? Or okay, let's move on.
So we've talked a lot. We've covered a lot of great strategies here. I think that I'm interested. Some of our citizen soldiers might be interested in like a little bit of your background, how you became who you are today.
Yes. Well, I'll put it out here. The reason I do what I do is that I was passed over for a fortune when I was young.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I was not the inherited. The bestower bestowed to my brother.
Oh my God.
And so I think that was wrong because he wasted the fortune.
A prodigal son.
as you
Oh
just
my
said.
God.
Well, I'm assuming he's a son.
He is. He's a son.
So-
he was the prodigal son.
The bestower was your parents.
The bestower was my parents.
I'm sorry.
Is that sounds like a good chapter of the book? Is that in your
The
forward?
stories in my book, it's not called The Bestower Was My Parents.
Bestower was my parents.
That's the idea.
Okay, got it. Sorry, that sounded kind of fun to me.
Yeah. So that was really hard. So I had to build my own fortune to become a bestower. And I just didn't want other people to make the mistake my parents had made by picking the wrong heir.
You have heirs.
I have my short list.
You're a number close to 17, but not exactly the times you've been an heir.
Been an heir.
But you are
And then
a
I
bestower
will
yourself.
have an heir. Yes.
Okay.
There's so many sides to this. I
Yeah,
never
there's
even
a lot.
Think about them all.
Yeah, I'm
500 pages, this book.
Yeah, that's, quite
I'm
a lot.
so impressed that you can keep track all of this and still make time to look into people's eyes and tell them what's wrong with it.
I
Diagnose.
do that mostly Thursday, Friday. Yeah.
Because
Right.
so many ophthalmologists are open the rest of the days. Not too
yeah,
many.
they're not many are open Thursday, Friday.
Do you guys know about the jazz ophthalmologist, by the way? Or optometrist? Is that the same thing?
No.
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 Can't be. What's the difference?
No.
Optometrist gives you
no,
glasses.
no.
Ophthalmologist.
Optometrist is
Okay. You don't have to say it.
sorry, it gets me a bit upset.
Yeah, we've
we've-
boiled her over.
Well,
You know that
this
common phrase? We've boiled her over.
Yeah.
What's this jazz?
There's a jazz optometrist on York Boulevard in Los Angeles. I think it's still open. It's an easy building to walk by if you're on York in Highland Park and not notice, but it's a blue optometry building. And then you'll notice there's all these, as we've talked about in the podcast before, items of jazz in the window.
Oh.
And I've walked by before and it's been closed. It's like nighttime and you can see just through a little slit in the window. And there was a dude sitting in the chair playing a trumpet by himself. And then a friend of mine went to it one time. And it was like when I first moved here. And he said he went in there and the guy wouldn't stop telling him about how he used to play on all these jazz records. And he was really bad at being an eye doctor. And all he wanted to do was talk about, has like Miles Davis records everywhere. And like, has all these stories of knowing various jazz technicians,
Interesting.
musicians.
Well, so I mean, I get it. Like you have two passions. Most people have two passions.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a quick sidebar on that.
No, that's
really
incredibly
struck me as
interesting
interesting.
sidebar.
I do need to go to the
really-
I do need to go to the optometrist.
Don't go to this guy. He's going to play
Don't?
jazz. I mean, if you want to hear some jazz, I'd go there.
I also love that you as an ophthalmologist don't make time for yourself to go to the
How
optometrist.
does the ophthalmologist? How do you give yourself an eye exam?
Mirror.
Oh my God.
I'd say mirror first idea. System of mirrors.
That's how people go blind.
System of mirrors.
Mirrors are how people go blind.
Yeah, because if you don't do it right, then the light will go right into your cornea and it'll blind you.
This
I
pod
had 3 friends die.
died from mirrors? They died
Died
from
from
They
blind?
died from mirrors.
They went blind from the mirror and died.
Yes.
3 friends.
Yes.
Holy shit.
You know,
The
I'm,
book is dedicated to them.
wow.
I forgot there's a dedication page. We've gone through almost all 500 of the pages at this point.
yeah.
We're getting, let's make sure we get them all. The dedication page.
Well, let's leave
Yeah.
some so people still want to buy it.
Yeah, people
That
will
is-
definitely buy the book.
That is a big problem with podcast interviews I've noticed is they mostly give you everything that's in the book and then you go to read
Yeah.
the book and it's just more words.
There's some quizzes in my book, so we won't do those.
Okay.
Are they eye exam
can't-
quizzes?
We're going to leave those for the
the birds?
For the birds. We're going to leave those for the birds. That's what I call my patients.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We won't talk about the quizzes then.
No.
All
I
right.
won't talk about the quizzes.
Okay.
And
so-
I won't tell you my first name.
Okay. Your original
My
first name.
original first name.
It's
Right.
only for your husband.
He
Does
doesn't
he know?
it.
He doesn't
No,
know.
doesn't know it. Lord Baby doesn't know it.
Some things are best for only you to know, Tom.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Well, I don't even
For
know
everything
it.
else.
There's MasterCard.
Nice.
Okay, so
I noticed a little song in that.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
A tune on
there's
your
a place
voice.
on my short list for another musician.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
so we've teased a little bit about your background. We've kind of totally gotten away from it. Maybe
Right.
by your own design, since you don't want people knowing your real first name.
Lady Dr. Baby could be an underminer just like you.
Yes.
Actually, that's a good question. Do you guys think I'm a weasel or a wolf?
You definitely more of a weasel, seeing the way you acted on this podcast.
I think you come on and you present Wolf, but I think this
Yeah.
is
It's a weasel
thus is the
inside.
weasel's way.
You're a weasel in wolf's clothing, which is something I've been told to watch out for.
And that's something I'm writing a children's book about.
Watch out.
Watch out for the weasel in the wolf's clothing.
It's something that looks dangerous and is actually more sneaky.
More wiggly.
Yeah, it's bad, but it just jiggles around
a
a
little
little
harder
more.
to pin down than you thought.
Stinky.
Behold the stinky weasel.
Behold the stinky weasel.
That's the opening line of the children's book.
Behold the stinky
weasel. And it's also the new album from Primus.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay. Griffin got that little got a little jab in there. Lady Dr. Malcolm Baby. Can you tell us? You have told us that you got passed over.
Yeah.
Originally, which is seasonally appropriate because it's coming up here in a month. You got passed over,
right? For the Jewish people.
For the Jewish people, for all our Jewish listeners. You got passed over for an inheritance by your own parents. What was the inheritance?
The inheritance was a plot of land.
Oh, interesting.
A very arable plot of land.
Arable plot of land?
There's a brilliant word play in this. An arable
plot of
land. Okay, wonderful.
Is this
arable
also
means being able to farm.
Yes, of course.
I thought it meant that it had holes in it, and like the air could get into.
You're thinking
the soil.
of aerating.
Yeah, what's arable?
You're thinking aerating and arable
are different.
I've never heard arable in my
Aerated Aero Bar is that Canadian chocolate with the air holes in it.
I feel like you're freestyle rapping right now.
We're kind of doing a free word association. I feel like maybe trapped in the jazz optometrist office here doing some scat free word association. So you were passed over
for some very arable land. And arable means farmable?
Farmable.
Yeah. Fertile.
Can yield.
Arable. Crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Developed. It's able to be developed.
It was a huge plot of arable land.
Where was it?
It was on the coast.
The Mississippi coast?
Again, I can't say more than that, but it was on the coast.
Okay, well
there's a lot of coast on this earth.
I guess that it kind of cuts away a lot of landlocked land, which is helpful, but it also still leaves a lot. Not the Balkans. Okay.
Well,
it could have been
part of the Balkans. Okay. But close.
Interesting.
Close to the Balkans, but not them, but still on the coast.
European or potentially part of Eurasia. Eurasia?
That's right.
Eurasia be crazy. Come on.
All right, he's off the shore list.
Yeah, he's off. Those are the kind of jokes that the people at the opera might love, though. The old people
love that.
I think they'll love. Don't worry, I'll be good. I'll find my way onto a short list at the opera, or the symphony.
Okay, so your parents passed over
me
for an arable plot of land. They gave it to
They gave it to my little brother.
Your little prodigal brother.
It is a bit of a slap in the face.
And his name?
His name is Dinkins.
Dinkins?
Dinkins. Little Dinkins.
Little Dinkins.
This is what I call him, just to razz him. But his proper name is Dinkins.
So he has a big plot of land. Dinkins does.
Yeah, Dinkins has a huge plot of land, though. And he has made it unarable.
Okay. How so?
He salted the earth.
Famously don't do that.
He didn't know it was salt, and he put it everywhere.
What did he think it was?
He thought it was regular fertilizer.
Oh, no.
But sorry, I don't want to get worked up about Dinkins.
He's boiling over.
Really fucked me over.
No, this is you can have an axe to grind on this podcast. Yes. We famously kind of do every week.
Really important thinking. The podcast for guys with axes to grind.
Yeah. We're kind of grinding an axe every week.
Yeah.
Here, so.
I don't know if you guys have people in your family that have fucked you over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I could tell. In a fellow weasel, I could tell.
Yeah.
Tom, you definitely do. I don't think I do. God, not that I know of. God willing.
Well, what about the cave?
Well, that's sort of I wasn't getting fucked over this. We talked about it last week or
Griffin
2 weeks
could
ago.
have inherited. We're talking about being an heir to something. We were kind of talking about this last week, so it's a great.
I don't think it was last week.
Follow up. Well, 2 weeks ago, where Griffin could have inherited a cave fortune.
Wow. How'd you blow it?
I didn't blow it. It's I'd say the tiers of family above me have squandered it.
Sounds like you blew it, Griffin.
I don't think I blew it. I'm not the prodigal son.
Dr. Malcolm Baby, does it sound like he blew it?
It sounds like you blew it.
Via what method? In what way have I blown?
I'd have to read the genealogy, but it sounds like you blew it.
It sounds like he wolfed his way in when he should have weaseled his way in.
Yeah.
You're turning this whole thing around on me, you son of a bitch, you undermining bastard.
And that's why you're on the short list.
Yeah, now I'm on the short list.
So the weasel wins over the wolf.
Yeah, I was not seeing.
The weasel weaves, whereas the wolf walks.
I'm looking at you, Tom, and I'm thinking, behold the stinky weasel.
Weasel weaves while the wolf walks. Great. So your brother squandered this land.
My brother squandered this
Salted
land.
the earth.
Salted the
By
earth, thinking,
salting.
thinking it was fertilizer, the old salt for
thus
fertilizer trick.
Well, yeah, he wasn't the brightest.
And thus making him, curiously, no longer salt of the earth himself. Right? He's bad.
Go ahead.
And do your parents, were your parents there to witness it, or have they passed?
They passed.
Oh, I'm sorry about
That's
that.
okay.
Away?
They passed far away.
Like dead?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
They passed over as well to the other side.
There was 3 plots of land. One was the big one that Dinkins, Dinky
Little
Dinkins,
Dinkins.
Little Dinkins got. There was a medium plot of land that my sister got.
Okay.
And then there was one little patch.
Okay,
and I got that.
Okay.
But I'll tell you something right now. That patch was where I opened my first ophthalmologist office.
Okay.
Okay, so I turned a positive, sure.
It's kind of a
Turn a
positive
positive
still.
into
You
a
get a
positive.
little
It
free
was
land.
really small.
Mm-hmm.
So small it was negative.
So small it was negative that
Okay.
I turned into a positive.
Great. Good job on you.
I started by offering free appointments to those who were passing.
Free appointments.
Yeah, I began my
to do
practice
anything?
Passing.
They're just straight appointments.
into
So you're
appointments.
barking.
Was
You're
it just-
barking on the for eye surgery.
For eye surgery, for eye tests.
Yeah.
The thing where you go into the air.
Careful. You do too much of that, you'll become a jazz ophthalmologist.
Yeah.
You're looking a little trumpety. Just fair warning. What's everybody ganging up on me for saying that for?
Yeah, he's trying
The
to.
hell?
He keeps trying to weasel.
I'm
his
not
way into
trying to
stuff, and he's
weasel.
just
I'm a wolf.
wolfing.
We've
He's wolfing.
established.
He's walking. He's walking just like a wolf.
God
He's
damn
walking
it.
like
We can
a
hear
wolf.
his steps from a mile away.
Clomp,
Us
clomp,
weasels.
clomp.
We're quiet.
You
We're
guys
stinky.
slither. You slither through the grass.
Yeah.
So that was how I got started.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got my degree.
In being
Being
an
air
heir. Yeah.
stuff.
Being heir stuff.
Being
from
an air stuff.
I got it from Masterclass.
yeah from master. Okay.
It was
They
you got
they
your
do
master's.
Masterclass does an MBA program. If you take enough classes, they'll give you MBA.
That doesn't surprise me at all, and seems like a pretty lucrative opportunity for
Yeah.
masterclass.
Yeah, and it's tricky because a lot of the MBA programs, the whole point is to schmooze, you know.
Oh.
But Masterclass, there's a chat room where you can schmooze with the other people getting the degree.
Okay.
So I met a lot of my colleagues that way, and I know you were wondering about that.
I'm glad we got that little
Great.
detail
Great.
sorted out.
So then you worked your way, you got your degree, and tell us about how you met your partner, your husband, the Lord Baby.
Lord Baby.
Yeah, and what he gave you access to. Like, what is marrying
I know
Lord
you're
Baby?
thinking that Lord Baby probably has a bigger fortune than I do, but that's actually not true.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in dire straits when we met. I was actually consulting him on he had blindness.
Oh.
He had blindness.
Oh, you're consulting him as the other
ophthalmologist.
side of your life, professional life.
And I was over in England for Wimbledon because
Okay.
I love tennis.
Awesome.
That's incredible.
Great.
I'm glad that your backstory is so rich.
Yeah.
I love. Oh God, we haven't even started talking about tennis.
I didn't know that was on. Is that in the book? Is that one of the chapters?
I do. The book is sponsored by Babolat,
What's that?
which is a racket company.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
I've never heard of a book being
You guys
sponsored
aren't big
before. That's
tennis guys.
No, I am vocally kind of not a tennis guy.
I think that's an
Oh.
incredible concept. I've never
Book sponsored
conceived.
by?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
book
could be a
sponsorship.
good heir to a tennis fortune because I would be like the evil person that they would be like, this is someone who we hate. So he'd be a good heir. I'd kind of
Yeah.
lay waste to the tennis world,
Right.
disrupting it through my ire for the sport.
I think that's sometimes you need that.
Yeah, agreed. So you were consulting Lord Baby on his blindness.
At
You were
Wimbledon.
at
I
Wimbledon.
was in England for
Yeah,
Wimbledon.
for
but
Wimbledon.
We met at a party.
Okay.
Okay, that's a pretty normal way to meet.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
where I met
He
my
bumped
wife.
into me.
Okay. A meet cute. Oh, he's blind.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
bumped right into me. Spilled my plate on. He spilled my plate on me,
Okay.
Okay.
and I said, and then we started dating.
You made what sound?
Just a quiet. His hearing is so good.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
heard.
that's like
he heard-
screaming to him.
It's like-
Yeah, he
He's
actually. Was
blind.
like, "Ah."
yeah.
Sorry to any of our blind listeners. That was probably like screaming to you.
Anyway, so me and Lord Baby tied the knot.
Todd the Knot?
Griffin.
It's come on.
Griffin, come on.
I'm being silly.
I'm trying to tell you
It's
about
rare.
my greatest love.
It's rare. It's rare we get a woman on this podcast.
Thank you, by the way.
That's on me for trying to be silly. I'm sorry.
We tied the knot.
Todd-
At
Are you
Lord-
happy, Griffin?
I was just thinking Todd the Knot is a cool name. I thought maybe you guys would enjoy such a thought as that, but I guess this isn't the venue for that.
So I tied the knot with Lord Baby at his ancestral home, which was actually not very nice anymore. Similar to me, his home had been ravaged by time and squanderers.
Squanderers. Some people have squatters in their house. This guy was a squanderer.
Yes.
Or had
Lord
squanderers.
Baby's, the baby estate has famously
Been squandered.
not as nice as you think it would be. It's
Exactly.
been, fallen into disrepair by
Yeah.
time and squanderers.
And I will say something about English people, if you don't mind me saying.
No.
They
No.
try. I think they, they'll do anything to keep up with appearances. These lords and these ladies.
Yeah.
And so when they should be cutting back, they're actually spending more.
Oh, interesting.
So that was why.
Ran him out of house and home. Not house and home. What's the
Um,
nosedived the estate?
yes, he did have one man in waiting when I was with him there.
What is a man in waiting?
A man in waiting
Like a butler?
helps you do stuff.
Okay.
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 Now, I want to put a pin on. I want to put a pin in something you just said about, which I'll get to in a second, about managing
pin. It's a big
managing
pin.
your fortune.
Yes.
I think that's something I want to
Yes.
ask you about. But first, before we dive into that thought pit, I do want to ask you what I think a lot of our listeners are thinking, which is, what was Lord Baby's fortune? Like, what made him his
Lord
family
Baby's
rich?
fortune was in what's the word in American English? Rubbish bins. Trash cans.
That's
Oh,
the word
trash
in American
cans.
English.
Trash cans.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Trash cans.
So he
Big
was
ones and little ones.
okay. So
They invented them in England.
the famous baby
Baby can.
waste man, baby can.
Baby
Yeah,
waste
oh,
man.
The
okay.
baby bin. Oh, that's better. The baby bin.
The baby bin. Okay.
I like that you can just kind of workshop it right here.
The Lord,
No.
The Lord baby bin.
I have some family over in Europe, and they were always talking about their baby bin.
Yeah.
I thought it was some sort of bad thing, They
not
said we
bad.
got to take out the baby bin. It's actually a very good thing.
Yeah.
They were very helpful.
Where's your family in Europe?
I have some in Belgium,
Hmm.
and my ancestors are from Western Europe.
Hmm.
Fell is an English word for past
fall.
tense of fall down.
And just in case you didn't know that.
It can also refer to a hill,
Oh.
like a low hill.
You would
Ah, this-
love Lord. You would love Lord Baby.
Yeah.
He talks about that sort of stuff.
Awesome. That's awesome. Well, it helps. It does help to know your background. It's so
Stunned
interesting.
tongue.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you a little bit about, once you become an heir, how you might do your best not to squander it. Because it seems like you've seen a lot of people become heirs and then squander that wonderful opportunity.
Well, this is brings up a good point, because once you are made heir, you get to decide: does the legacy end with you, or do you want an heir as well?
Right.
And that's a choice, a personal choice that I don't think the government or a doctor should make for you.
Okay.
She's getting quite angry again.
That is,
She's kind of
that's good.
vibrating
I
over
think
there.
you need to decide internally if the legacy ends with you or if it goes on in perpetuity.
That's an excellent point and an excellent thought. There is something romantic to me about saying I have this and I'm going to let it fall into disrepair. So
very
it's almost more,
gothic.
yeah,
Very gothic.
yes. There's I live near an abandoned house that someone inherited, and I think
Really?
this woman said,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
very deliberately going to let this house fall into disrepair because she has so many other houses. This is true.
This is
Wow.
true. It's bad.
This is true. She has so many other houses. She lives in another state. So she literally let this, what is easily a $5 million home, fall into disrepair. And it's completely gutted. People do meth in it. It's a scourge on the neighborhood.
Scourge.
And
That's
to
a great
protest it every day, I put my dog's poop. I take the little bag and I put it in their waste bin.
And the city
Their baby
can't-
bin.
Their
the
baby
city-
bin.
Their city can't do anything.
The city doesn't do a single thing.
They can't.
Everyone
It's their
complains
property.
about it.
That is romantic.
Yeah, it is kind of romantic. in a weird way.
It's really romantic.
Anyway, that was a brief, real aside.
That's crazy.
But I love that. So you're saying make the decision for yourself first, whether you want to continue
Or squander.
Because
I spoke about squandering in a pejorative way because my brother didn't intend to squander. He intended to live on, let it live on, but he salted the earth by accident.
Yes.
Right. As we've established.
So
but you're saying if someone
he
does
salted on purpose, with great purpose, I would actually be okay with it.
with great purpose comes the beautiful Gothic squander.
I feel like you guys are writing a poem together.
I'm going to remember that one.
Uh-huh.
Yep. With great purpose comes the beautiful Gothic squander. Here comes the stinky weasel.
Behold the stinky weasel.
The stinky weasel.
Behold the stinky weasel. With great purpose comes the beautiful Gothic squander. These children reading the book.
I do feel like we've been writing a children's book this whole time.
Yeah, they're going to come away with an 8th grade reading level.
I'd say so.
No matter where they started.
So you could squander if you do it intentionally. You're saying that's good. But what would you want to do if you want to keep the wealth?
If you want to keep the wealth, then you become a miser.
Ooh, another category.
What a beautiful word and concept.
Miser.
Miser.
And some find misers to be a scourge. To bring it back to the other beautiful word. We have been saying just incredible words.
I hate to be like this again, but we have been saying incredible words and putting together in incredible ways. But what was it? Himalayas? Himalayas and scourge, or as they're known to normal people, scourge in the Himalayas.
Everest is a scourge on the Himalayas.
Good
if
God.
you ask me.
I'm with you, brother.
Scourge.
Too much trash. It's a blight.
I'm surprised you said that correctly.
That's actually
I'm surprised it wasn't blart.
the original Baby Bin slogan. Too much trash, that's a blight. Put it in the baby bin.
That's what it was on all of them.
That was what was on all of them.
Wow.
It wrapped around.
Too much trash, that's a blight.
Because they wrote it in huge font.
Put it in the baby bin.
Like
wrapped
this.
around the bin.
What were we talking about?
Good question.
If you becoming a miser.
Become a miser. Yes,
Yeah.
you're going to want to close yourself up in your tower and throw rocks at anybody that comes by.
Yeah, so you're saying hoard wealth, keep people
Hoard
away.
wealth, hoard wealth. I want your listeners to remember that.
You can let the lineage ends, the airship, whatever ends at you. You can become a miser. Is this?
Not
I'm
exactly.
kind of combining. Okay, no, you can't
If you
become a
want to
miser.
keep the fortune,
Yes.
if you want to keep the fortune, you become a miser.
That's what I'm saying. If you
Yes.
an heir is bestowed upon, an inheritance is bestowed upon you, you become a
If you
miser, thus stopping.
The miser and the squanderer.
Yes.
That's our new paradigm.
Wow.
Okay. Here's a question. Here's a
our guest is
question.
quite pleased with herself. Having said that,
I think it's beautiful. I think our guest is doing an excellent.
I'm just making sure I keep the listener abreast of
Yes.
what's
They're
happening in this
following.
room.
You should play to the top of their intelligence.
Right. They could probably hear you smiling.
Is a wolf or a weasel more likely to turn into one or the other? Like if I'm a weasel, am I more likely to become a miser, or am I or is a wolf more likely a squanderer? And I'm
going to ask you, what do you think?
An incredible tactic right there.
To me, the weasel seems like they would become more of the miser.
I think you weasel to get that inheritance, and then you stop it and you say it's actually all mine. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I think
Whereas
you're
the
right.
wolf might be he might walk so hard and so much that he squanders.
That's exactly right, because the weasel digs holes to put the fortune in, whereas the wolf consumes.
You said that
The
right the first time.
weasel contains.
Okay. I feel like at this point you're really reaching for him.
The wolf consumes and the weasel contains.
I think
Okay,
this is
got it.
this is
great.
This is exactly what the
think-
master class is for.
I think this is understandable to any of our listeners.
Yeah, I agree.
These are
I'm following it perfectly.
Lots of perfect little nuggets.
Okay, so this has been great. I think we've got a lot of good protocols, practices, tips, and
Great.
tricks
That's what I came on
for
here
our
for.
listeners.
That's it. That's all I wanted to
our
do.
citizen soldiers. Griffin, do you have?
I had a thought earlier that I don't know if you hear about this. There's a lot of, we've kind of tangentially touched on a lot of drama that transpires in the passing on of great wealth. I mean, I guess also just baked into that is inheritance doesn't have to be great wealth. It could just be a little measly.
That is
pittance.
that is actually a really good point. Because for the average Joe out there, the fortune is comic book collection.
Right.
A nice pair of Manolo Blahnik shoes.
Yeah. It could be anything.
And that is just as important as a mountain of gold coins. So all the rules still apply. Everything we've talked about today, whether it be a shoe or a shelf of coins.
Yeah.
That one wasn't the best one I've had, but...
You're kind of becoming like a Dr. Seuss of whatever this is.
Whether shoe or shelf, all is well.
God, that's incredible. My God, she did it.
That's incredible. Whether shoe or shelf, all is well.
What was my? Oh, so there's a lot of drama around inheritance when it is wealth, actual financial wealth. And it's because everybody's wanting it. They're cheating. The wolves and the weasels really come out. And there's maybe people say, oh, their will and testament says one thing, or I had the earlier version, blah blah blah. I'm thinking, is there a way around that where instead of this kind of one heir system, which I know you've established, and I think there's a lot of good in that. What if instead of that we treat inheritance more like White Elephant at Christmas time? So
Explain.
Well, let's say your grandfather has had a lot of money, a lot of cash, a fortune, a vast estate. Mm-hmm. He passes away. Instead of you and your family fighting over who gets what, instead of that system and deciding, trying to figure out what he wanted, a third party comes in, boxes everything up, maybe wraps it as well, all the items, and then you guys sit around in a big circle and you pass the boxes around and you each get one steal.
Oh, interesting.
And you do that until all of his items are accounted for.
I think that's an interesting idea.
I kind of would like to see it played out.
But here's what I will say is that their grandfather made a mistake at the jump by not picking one heir.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I'm advocating you can't do that anymore.
So that is my whole life and everything that I stand for.
I'm aware. It was just a thought I had, and I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I don't
Maybe
mean to.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah, I won't. You're right. That was getting close to boiling her over once again.
You don't want to boil her over.
Don't boil me over.
So I think. Sorry, Griffin. Go ahead.
Well, I had just a random tidbit before, or if you were trying to wrap up.
As long as this is another cockamamie plan.
It's not a cockamamie plan. It's just a thing I observed one time. That in college, a friend told me he bought a rifle, and I was like, what did you buy a rifle for? And he said, as an heirloom, so that my son has something to inherit. And I didn't know, I guess, that you could just decide this is an heirloom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And attached to no history or story or emotion or use. He wasn't a hunter, didn't know how to use the gun.
Stripping the meaning from an heirloom can actually make it more valuable.
Stripping the meaning. This never had the meaning. Do you think you could go in and strip it as well?
In this case, there's no meaning, which makes it more valuable.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Then the receiver can imbue it with their own meaning.
It doesn't have all that baggage.
Exactly.
I see.
Because objects can carry energy in them.
Oh, you're one of those.
In a way.
Lady Dr. Baby, there are depths and depths and pages to you that I don't know if we'll ever uncover.
Take my quiz.
Wait, that's what the quiz is about?
Yep.
I thought the quiz. Okay.
I guess before we wrap up, is there anything about eyes you want to get out? I know we promised you that we'd talk a little bit about ophthalmology.
Right. And I do think we have.
We've covered a little bit, yeah.
They're doing incredible things now with eyes surgery and non-surgical options.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Great to know. Awesome.
Good to know.
Oh, well, my favorite eyes are brown eyes.
Okay. That's awesome because I think a lot of the world, most of the world has brown eyes.
Yeah. Most of them are brown.
Is there anything, here's an eye question for you.
Yep.
Is there anything the eyes hold that we don't know?
Blood.
Oh,
we do know that.
People say, you look into someone's soul, you look into their eyes. Like, what is there anything the eyes hold? Or
that in the flicker of an eye, you can see legacy.
Oh,
she did it again.
in the flicker of an eye,
You can see.
you can see legacy.
Legacy.
Oh, that's great.
And the glint, would you say?
I would go
She
with
said flicker.
Flicker. Okay, good.
That's what I would say.
Okay.
So if
Excellent.
you guys look at yourself in the mirrors, but be careful because mirrors
Don't want to go blind.
don't want to go blind. You can maybe see your legacy.
Your legacy.
Well, I think that's a lot of really important thoughts. That's a lot for our our listeners to
Yeah.
chew on.
They're going to use this.
And
They are
use
users.
it. They are. We should start referring to our listeners not as citizen soldiers, but as users.
Well, I think, yeah. You know, hit a little close to home for my taste.
For your alcoholic family.
It's just what I use it at work. Users.
Got it. I see what you're saying, and I was
Yeah.
thinking about it in terms of substance abuse.
Yeah, me as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Tom,
Yeah,
we got to
you
get you
thought I
out of the
was
corporate
addicted to
world
heroin.
and into the heroin house.
Okay.
Talking about a squanderer.
Yes. Talk about
Heroin addict. Sorry.
a lot of. God, you're really going hard. But I guess this is the sphere in
time
which you
too.
hate on, in which you say addiction is your fault.
Lady Dr. Baby, are there
Which
anything
you can
is there
inherit
anything-
as well. You can
Okay.
inherit an addiction. We didn't even cover that, but
Yeah.
we'll save that for the
next,
Patreon.
Next appearance. Yeah. Lady Dr. Baby, is there anything that you would like to promote or plug?
Obviously, my book,
Right.
The Heir in there. I'll be doing a book tour of every major city.
Okay. And this is
What's
okay.
one of those major cities? What are some major cities?
Jakarta,
Okay.
That is a major
That's a
city.
big one.
Atlanta.
Also a big
From
city.
Jakarta to Atlanta.
From Jakarta to Atlanta up to Montreal.
That's the famous song.
Yeah. It's kind of a triangle.
It's a massive triangle. Well, it's big on two sides. A bit of an isosceles.
So, yeah, come see me
cute.
at any of those three or
Okay.
any of the other ones.
Jakarta is going to be the most
There's
convenient
others.
for me.
There's- Yeah, Jakarta is, I mean, the biggest audience, I'd bet.
Yeah. It's going to be huge. We're doing it at the big arena there.
The Jakarta Big Arena.
The Jakarta Big Arena.
And
Awesome.
then what else? Oh, and I do have a line of chapsticks.
Okay.
Okay. And one last question. We talked about Randleman sauce.
Yeah,
Do you have a
sure.
favorite Randleman
Oh.
sauce at the Sky Cam? You want to look at the Sky Cam and tell us?
My favorite Randleman sauce is the strawberry compote.
Oh, that's a beautiful. We haven't covered too many sweet sauces.
No, not many breakfast or dessert sauces discussed in here.
And
They have
that's
so many good ones. And they're going to be, that company's going to be in good hands, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
You heard it here first, folks, on the Randleman Sky Cam from Lady Dr. Baby herself. Randleman's is in good hands. No one's going to squander that fortune.
Not possible. Okay.
Well,
That about does it.
citizen soldiers, welcome to the journey. Welcome to the awakening. You are loved. Nobody thinks like you.
If you have any thoughts or ideas, email us, follow us, like the podcast, subscribe to the podcast. Help. I don't know how they end these things usually. I'm trying to get more professional in the endings of these.
Help is the perfect way to end a podcast.
All right, goodbye.
Really Important Thinking is produced by Griffin Winsler, Tom Fell, and Dr. Chris Chismoore. All fact-checking is done by the MIT Institute for Data, Systems, and Society. Really Important Thinking is engineered at the Stanford Institute of Consequential Noise and recorded at Detweiler Sound in humble Tupelo, Mississippi. When I see my baby dancing, I know it's to that Detweiler sound. Sound mixing by Reed Armband with music by Laser Monster. Tom's costume was provided by Padma Lakshmi with catering provided by Kokomo's Mungo Lounge. Kokomo's, if you can't take her here, you can't take her anywhere.